On a starry night in Bethlehem, a humble stable became the birthplace of Jesus. Mary, exhausted and pregnant, and Joseph, searching for a place to rest, found no room in the crowded city. So they ended up in a modest stable. There, Mary gave birth to the child Jesus. The scene was one of simplicity and divine light. Shepherds, guided by an angel, rushed in, astonished to find the Savior, and paid homage to the child in a setting of peaceful beauty, far from the grandeur of a palace. The Magi, observing a bright star in the sky, set out to honor the new king. Their journey led them to Jerusalem, where they asked King Herod, "Where is the king of the Jews who has been born?" Herod, uneasy at the news of a Messiah, consulted his sages and advisers. Though he hid his fear behind polite words, he secretly sent the Magi to Bethlehem, ordering them to return and reveal the child's location, pretending he wished to honor him. But in truth, Herod feared for his throne. One night, an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream, instructing him to flee with Mary and Jesus to Egypt to escape Herod's wrath, as Herod intended to kill the child. Fear was evident on Joseph and Mary's faces, but they obeyed immediately, setting off into the desert with Jesus, away from the danger that loomed over their family. Meanwhile, Herod, frustrated by the absence of the Magi, gave the horrific order to massacre all boys under the age of 2 in Bethlehem, hoping to eliminate the threat of the Messiah. Soldiers stormed homes, taking innocent children in a wave of blind cruelty. The cries of grieving mothers echoed in the night as darkness fell upon the city. But God was ever watchful. The angel appeared to Joseph once again, announcing Herod's death and inviting him to return to Israel. After the king's death, the family made their way back. However, upon learning that another ruler reigned over Judea, Joseph decided to settle his family in Nazareth, Galilee, in a safer place. Jesus grew up far from the immediate dangers of the reigning kings. At the age of 12, Jesus went to the temple in Jerusalem, where he astonished the teachers of the law with his wisdom. He listened and questioned them, revealing a profound understanding of the scriptures. When his parents found him, anxious over his disappearance, Jesus simply replied, "Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" This response, though mystical, foreshadowed the mission that lay ahead. As he grew older, Jesus began teaching. He frequently visited synagogues, but his words disturbed many. The Pharisees, scribes, and religious authorities saw him as a troublemaker. He preached a radical message, speaking of unconditional love, forgiveness, and the imminent arrival of the kingdom of God. His teachings were full of compassion for the oppressed and challenged the rigid traditions. His words resonated like a new truth that didn't spare any institution, but echoed in the hearts of those who listened with faith. One day, Jesus went to the Jordan River, seeking out John the Baptist to be baptized. John, surprised by this request, replied, "I need to be baptized by you." But Jesus insisted, saying it was necessary to fulfill all righteousness. When Jesus emerged from the water, a miraculous event occurred. A dove descended from the heavens, and a divine voice proclaimed, "You are my beloved Son. In you I am well pleased." This moment marked the official beginning of his ministry. The veil between heaven and earth seemed thinner, and Jesus' mission became clearer, even though the meaning of his words was not always understood by all. Thus began the public life of Jesus, between mystery and revelation, between controversy and adoration. He sought no earthly power, but offered a new path for souls in search of redemption and light.